What's going on, Jerome's on a very special purple for the win. So you may have noticed that your dollar doesn't go as far as it used to back in the day. And inflation marches on, and it just sort of is what it is. Things cost more. Your savings, your nest egg may be shrinking or potentially not keeping up with the Joneses. It's rough. It is rough time. And, more sophisticated people than I, they hang on, ironically, the chairman of the Fed, Jerome Powell's, every single word. Not a Jerome, by the way. Don't want to criticize the chairman of our Fed, but Garbaggio. Like, he's almost worse than Bernanke, but doesn't matter. So, the talk about raising or lowering interest rates to help to curb inflation, all that stuff. All I know is that things that used to cost not a lot cost a lot nowadays, and everyone is feeling the pinch, including Vikings second-year linebacker Brian Asamoah, who's looking to step into a starting role, looking to get paid eventually. Probably needs it to keep up with inflation, but he made a very good and cogent point about inflation. So, there was a tweet that came across of a McChicken costing $4.09 nowadays, and he quote tweeted this saying, "LMAO, I remember when this was $1," and it's short and to the point, and he's absolutely correct. And most average Americans are not into all the economy stuff or economics and finance things. And what they realize is that, hey, these everyday things that used to cost X now cost Y, and that hurts my pocketbook because, my wages aren't going up at a similar rate. And Asamoah, makes a good point here because back in the day, the McChickens were $1. Like this, there's no date on this, but what was this, 2008, 2008, somewhere in there? Because I distinctly remember this because, so back in the day when Daddy used to go out and have a good time, if things, swing and a miss situation, usually would just go back to my apartment, but stop at McDonald's on the way back, and I would get a McDouble and McChicken. All right, fine. So I could eat a little bit more back in the day with a little bit better metabolism. So I would get 2 McDoubles, 2 McChickens, and I would pay with a $5 bill, and I would get change back. Yeah, I distinctly remember that. So, and then remember, the dollar menu went away for a little bit, and then it came back as a $1, $2, $3 menu. Now, the problem with the dollar menu, it's like the $5 hot and ready at Little Caesars, is that you pigeonhole yourself into a price point that isn't sustainable. All right, so also things that go into this too is like, hey, the price goes up, but also portion size goes down because measure this chicken patty today versus the chicken patty from back in 2008 are the same size, probably not, but also the price fluctuation. It varies based on location. Now, this 409 McChicken, there's a difference between if it's in LA or Monticello, Minnesota. Now, I may have done some reconnaissance research at my local McDonald's in the South Metro, and McChicken was at 309. So there you go. And also, a McChicken at a regular standalone McDonald's is going to be cheaper than a McChicken at the airport, let's say. But either way, it's pretty easy to see that prices have gone up. Now, looking back at the 2001 menu from back in the day, just look at the price points of Big Mac, just a sandwich, as well as the quarter pounder with cheese, Royale with cheese, so $2.29 a piece. And then looking at this 2020 menu, so the top price is the combo. So we got to look at the second price for just a sandwich only. So Big Mac is $4.59. So we're almost doubled the $2.29 from back in the day. And the quarter pounder with cheese is also $4.99. So that's more than double. So that's more than double from $2.29. And also, yeah, you could take this to illogical extremes where it's like, hey, remember when McDonald's opened like way back when, and a hamburger was 17 cents or something like that? I mean, also remember when gas was under $1 a gallon? When I started driving, gas was 99 cents. I distinctly remember that because we used to fill up like oil drum cans full of gasoline and light on a fire just for fun. That's not true, but it actually sounds like it could be true. But I don't know, man. But either way, Asamoah does have a point here. People are feeling the crunch, and professional athletes, especially ones on rookie deals, they're not immune, man. They're not immune. Also, I'm surprised that Asamoah is old enough to remember when it was $1. I suppose when he was a kid from way back in the day. But it's rough out there. It's rough, tough. Hey, not a Jerome. Step up and be a real Jerome. Get this thing under control. Anyways, your thoughts are our thoughts. Vikings linebacker Brian Asamoah has a good point about inflation. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts and his thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.